Unfortunately, you will be the worst player in some of your Counter-Strike 2 matches. How do we make sure that we are providing value for our team and giving ourselves the best chance to win the game when we find ourselves at the bottom of the scoreboard, outranked, outclassed, and outmatched? Today, I'm going to give you the formula to success so that you are making sure your teammates and your team succeed through all of this hardship. Before we get into that, I have to give you a message from the sponsor of today's video. Thank you to the sponsor of today's video, Skins Monkey. They are one of the greatest and easiest to use CS2 trading sites out there. You can swap out the skins you do not like for brand new ones that are so much more fresh. Even skins that are trade locked can be secured by adding them to your backpack. The greatest thing about the site is that you can buy skins for so much cheaper with a 35% deposit bonus when you use my code, COJO. Make sure to check out the freebie section where you can get a free skin just by completing tasks. On top of the bonuses, you also get a $5 bonus when clicking the link in the description. Alright guys, so the first thing that I want you to understand is that you need to know that you are in this position for the game. Some of your other games, you might be the star player, you might be the best rank in the lobby, you might be feeling so good and performing well, and that is great. But for this game that you find yourself in, you are the worst player. I don't want you to try to dance around this. I don't want you to try to prove to yourself and prove to your teammates that you are the best, because this is not your role for the game. You need to understand that this position that you are in can actually be beneficial, and you can provide so much value for your team even through being the worst player or, having a bad day. If you recognize this, the first thing that you need to understand is that you need to be able to set your teammates up. If you have star players on your team, if you have players that are performing super well, then you need to be able to throw flashes for them, throw smokes for them, understand these lineups that are going to unlock different areas of the map so that they can shine and they can be the ones getting the frags. The worst mistake I see newer players making, and also just high level players that can't accept that they're just not good this game, that they're just not playing well, is they try to force things and they try to make it so that they are shining. And guys, that's not the point. The point is to win the game. If you have other players that are performing well or higher ranked, then you make them shine. You bite the bullet, you put your pride aside, and you go quad negative if it means that you are setting up these guys to make the entire team's life easier. So, getting rid of the star mentality for some of these games is definitely an important step. I don't want you to lose confidence though, right? So even if we understand that we can't be the star player for this game, it is so important that we don't lose our confidence and start to, not make our plays that we should and doing these things. But just understand that you aren't supposed to be the spearhead. You're not supposed to be the point. You're not supposed to be the one leading the charge. You're supposed to be more of a supportive role. And if you are running in, it's so that your teammates can trade you and take advantage of the space that you're making. Now, we need to make sure that we're providing value through even, without playing the game. This is something every single player can do through many different ways. The easiest way, no matter who you are, what's going on, is by just dropping your teammates. Say you have a crazy talented opera on your team and he needs an op this round. Don't buy that op for yourself. Don't buy an AK. Throw him the op and take whatever gun he has. It could be a Galil, it could be a MAC-10, an MP9, whatever gun he can drop you, take it and do your best with that so that he has the chance to unlock the round for your team and again put yourself in a better position. Don't force up ops. Don't, buy yourself for no reason. If the team is struggling with money and we're still buying this round and your star player's on a Tech 9, say, bro, here, take this Galil I have and give me that Tech 9 and do your best with that gun. This is going to give you a better chance to win the round. It's going to hurt your ego. It's going to hurt your stats. It's going to make you look like a worse player. But the truth is that you'll still learn through all of this. Now, the next thing that you need to do is provide value through your communication and your comms, right? So this is so important because I don't care if you're going 0 and 16 or if you're going 30 and 0. Your comms mean everything. And of course, it's natural for comms to drop off when you're not performing as well because you're not as into it, you're not as happy for yourself, you're not as excited. I completely understand that. But if you can say, yo, okay guys, there's 3 in apps, they're coming here, I need someone to support me and do this. Or you can be like, hey man, do you want to do this round? Do you want to push through underpass and start this opening play? Start to get these ideas flowing, start to, build this communication with your teammates so that people are pinging ideas off each other. Boom, 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 right? It's so effective. It's so good. And even if you are struggling, it's just honestly going to help build your other teammates up. Now, another way you can do this is by providing positive comms. So if one of your guys does something crazy, 1v3 clutch, hype him up. Tell them how good they are. Tell them how insane the play was. Tell them they're the best player in the world, right? It's better to be annoying through positivity than sit there and complain, right? One of the worst things I see players doing when they're having a bad game is they sit there and go, I just don't get to see anybody. I just don't get any kills. I don't get any eco kills. There's nothing I can do. It's so bad, right? And it's just so annoying to hear that. And guys, I say that because I've been there too. We've all done it. I've been there, the ones complaining, and while my teammates are hyping each other up and having a good time, I'm sitting there ruining the vibe for everyone. So don't ruin the vibe. And if you want to actually succeed, build the vibe. You know, be the person that laughs about how bad they are. Be the person that finds value in hyping others up, supporting each other, and building everyone as strong as you can. If you want to help me build myself as strong as I can be, hit that subscribe button. It means so much to me, guys. 90% of viewers aren't subbed, and I would love it if you made it this far in the video. So, okay, if you want to get better from all of this too, you have to be able to stay alive. It doesn't mean anything if you're having a bad day, game, whatever it is, and you just fold instantly every time someone comes to your site or sees you. If you're folding like a piece of paper, you know, you can forget about it, right? All the positive comms, all these things in the world aren't going to mean anything if you're giving a 1 for 0 trade. I want you to think about the game almost like chess, or a more complicated, you know, whatever it is if you're going to die, it's for a reason. So if we have to be the B jump spotter on Mirage, when they're coming at us on B, we might suck. We might be the worst aimer, worst skill player there, but we're dropping a smoke down. We're mollying them running out. We're delaying and buying time so that our star players rotate in and start actually handling them. And we might have got 0 kills, and maybe we even died. But because we stayed alive for so long and made it so hard for them to kill us, and they had to devote so many resources to get us, it opened up the opportunity for the other people to have easier frags. You can be literally the MVP, not through statistics, but genuinely like the best player in the game through your actions by just being this solid rock without even holding mouse 1. All you got to do is drop some smokes down. All you got to do is molly, flash behind you, delay, you know, be a little rat. And it's like, dude, it's like, I just need this guy. I just need to kill this guy. I just want to kill him. And you're just slipping in and out of sight, doing all these things. I've played so many, in quotes, bad players that did this, and they won the game for their team because they were just insane and they were so good at doing this, right? If you want to get better in the long run, if you want to actually develop yourself, all of these tips and tricks that I've provided with you today are very cool. But in general, if you get tired of being the worst player on the team and you actually want to get better, a lot of it, guys, isn't actually going to come through building our mechanics, map knowledge, all this different stuff. That is great, but you can only do so much through yourself and through just watching Pro CS. Some of the best development you will have is when you're playing these horrible games that you're having in 0-6, 0-7, and you kind of just like sit back and observe what your teammates are doing right or what the other team is doing right. Why are you 0-6? Well, you're like, oh, dude, I just got flash peeked and there's nothing I can do. Okay, well, dude, like, you know, either download the demo or just kind of use your intuition and understand what is the other person throwing. Why did you get flash peeked and had no chance in the round? If it was that good, why don't you utilize it on your CT side to flash peek a T in Palace or something? Like, there's 0 chance for you to do anything. Start doing that to other people. The only way you get better is through actually understanding these concepts that happen to you and stealing them. Is genuinely so many scrims that we've played against Team Liquid, Complexity, some of the greats in the scene. I've scrimmed against top 10 teams so many times, and the true development for me as a player actually comes from reflecting on what they were doing and stealing it. If you're, you know, for me, it's these guys are practicing 8 to 10 hours a day, building all these crazy concepts, you know, finding all these nades, doing all this stuff. And then I scrim them once, and if they're using that stuff, I can be like, oh, that was a cool boost, or that was a cool nade set. Yoink, I'm gonna steal that, right? It's that simple. So do that in your pugs, and genuinely you'll find the most success. Observe, write it down, copy it, steal it, and you will start to build your skills as well and become the best player possible. So this was a little bit of a ramble, a yap session, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you find some value in it. I appreciate every single one of you guys. You have been killing it recently. We're gonna keep grinding, keep uploading. I post shorts and full videos every single day for you guys. I provide coaching, link down below in the description if you want individual coaching. I'd love to have you. And yeah, thank you guys so much. Check out the videos on your screen, subscribe, peace out, bye.